China secretly buys 60 tons of gold. We'll take a look at that article in about 1 minute, and we'll do the usual gold, silver, Bitcoin analysis as well. If you are watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. But in the first 1 minute of the show, what we do is the synchronized slurp. We grab a tasty beverage together. You grab your tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage, and we slurp them synchronously together. It is the honor system wherever you are in the world. What are you drinking? I don't care. Is it caffeinated? Probably a good thing this time of the morning. Is it non-caffeinated because you're watching this in the evening? Probably even better idea. Is it a little bit spicy, a little bit alcoholic? Oh, well, you do you. But here we go in the first couple of seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slurp it, baby. Did we all get the notification? I think we did. We'll do some shout outs. I'm trying to mix up the format here, and hopefully, I'm really hoping I get a special guest today. Someone I met about 5 minutes ago that I hope pops in because they're going to be our mascot for the day. Hopefully they pop in. So let's do some quick shout outs. Then we'll go on to the topic of the day, China buying gold in secret. Are they always buying gold in secret? But we'll take a look at that article. Secret gold. Knackers O'Reilly is here. Please tell GMS, Good Morning Stackers. Knackers O'Reilly, didn't they recently find a large deposit of gold? That's quite possible. I haven't looked into that one. Pete Repeat, GMS. He says, great to see you, Pete. I've got to set up that thing that we've been talking about over email. That's got to happen. Hasn't happened yet. And debt is great. Good to see you too. I'll wait for a few more people to pop in. Of course, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Before we do more shout outs, I'm going to get straight to the topic of the day. Let's talk about China secretly buying gold. This is a recent article from Money Metals, okay, by, I cannot even pronounce that, Jan, November the 26th, 2024. Now we know that China usually buys a lot of gold, buys in secret. So is this a crazy, surprising article? Not really, but let's have a quick look through. The People's Bank of China, PBOC, is covertly buying very large sums of gold, adding upward pressure to a tense gold market. I would suggest it is a little bit tense at the moment. A lot of people don't know which way it's going to go. An explosive cocktail of Western institutional investors and central banks in the East buying gold this year is making the gold price rise sharply. Interest rate cuts and geopolitical strain will sustain this bull market. Okay, all right. Well, I think it will over the longer term. UK gold exports to China are a proxy for People's Bank of China buying. So last July, this person, published an analysis proving how the Chinese central bank covertly buys gold in the London bullion market through bullion banks. All right, so all non-monetary gold, privately owned metal, so all privately owned metal in China is traded over the Shanghai Gold Exchange, the SGE. However, since the war began in Ukraine, there's been more supply in the Chinese market than sold through the SGE. The surplus reflects what the People's Bank of China is buying. Cool, you get that? Good. Gold exports from the UK are virtually all in the form of 400-ounce bars from the London bullion market. The retail market in the UK pales in comparison to the wholesale market that deals in large bars, 400-ounce bars. If you've never seen a 400-ounce bar of gold, by the way, in the flesh, oh boy, it's something to behold. As you know, I've worked in the precious metals industry in Australia for 11 years, so I've seen a few things. On the Shanghai Gold Exchange, very few large bars are traded. Okay, the Chinese private sector prefers 1 kilo bars. My research, says Jan, my research shows that direct exports from the UK to China are in fact purchases by the PBOC. These purchases show up in cross-border trade statistics because the PBOC buys the gold from bullion banks that take care of shipping and insurance and thus have to deal with customs. That makes sense. The above matches other evidence that the PBOC is acquiring gold surreptitiously. By now, most gold investors are aware that the massive difference between what the World Gold Council estimates central banks purchase in aggregate, and what central banks in total report to the IMF is mainly attributable to the Central Bank of China. So there's a bit of a gap in the reporting versus word on the street, I guess, if you want to call it that, and that's mainly due to the Central Bank of China. So quarterly central bank gold buying in tons. Look at this, just chart one. Since mid-2022, actual central bank gold purchases have been dramatically higher than the IMF was willing to report. This secret buying by central banks has exploded since the outbreak of the war in Ukraine early 2022, because at that point, correct, the West froze Russia's dollar assets. Next to the People's Bank of China, the Saudi central bank is known to be buying gold under the radar, albeit in smaller sizes. More proof. The PBOC buys gold in London. Elaborating on the above, the PBOC has made it overtly clear what they did in September. Apparently, this is what they did in September: buy 60 tons of gold from bullion banks operating in the London bullion market. As we saw private gold demand move from east to west. Interesting. Halfway through 2024, driving the price up, certainly did. The premium at the Shanghai Gold Exchange took a nosedive in negative territory, but surprisingly, Chinese customs data from September shows gross gold imports accounted for 95 tons. Let's see, according to the rules in the Chinese gold market, all bullion imports into the domestic market must be sold through the Shanghai Gold Exchange first, but if the Shanghai Gold Exchange trades at a discount, why would any bank import gold to sell at a loss? Of course, they do not. Of course not. When the SGE trades at a steep discount, gold imports into the domestic market are not bought by the private sector. Okay? What has happened is that 60 tons imported from the UK in September were swiftly handed over to the PBOC, exempt from rules, when they arrived in Beijing and carried to central bank vaults. I'd like to see the actual proof of that, but sure. Let's see. There's a chart here that says direct gold imports from the UK are correlated to gold additions, blah, 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 blah. An explosive gold market. So in September, a couple of months now, in September 2024, the PBOC covertly bought at least 60 tons in London. It could have bought gold in other places as well. Western investors were also driving up the gold prices, evidenced by swelling ETF holdings and net gold imports into London. Okay, so we're talking about September here. Guys, we're in November. Jan, we're in November, bro. Early 2024, I wrote on blah, 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 blah. We're in the midst of, yeah, okay. All right. So that's the thing. I want your opinion on that. My short-term opinion is, hey, that's great for us. If China is secretly buying gold, that's a big demand for it. But let's take that with take that article with a grain of salt. Was there video showing them buying with carting stuff? Were people watching huge trucks go by? But what we very much do know is that China has been buying gold in general. They do announce it after periods of time, and it seems to get more and more and more. There are rumors of buying secret gold. Yeah, I can see that to be true. Just more proof would be lovely about that 60 tons in September, for example. Okay, but hey, I think it's good for the gold market in the longer term. We know where gold is going. We pretty much know where gold is going over the next 5 to 10 years, roughly. Non-financial advice. But we are currently in a bit of a short-term retrace on the gold price, and we'll take a look at that live in just a second. But let me just do some more shout-outs right here. Say hello to my wonderful GMS family. Has my troll come in yet? Oh, my troll's not in yet. Oh, man, my mascot's not here. Damn, that sucks. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. GMS. Says Rod Panhard, Canberra stacker. Hi, Joe. I am a younger stacker and at the moment hold 50% silver, 40% gold, and 10% platinum. Does this sound about right? I know you can't give advice, however. Man, you rolled that all into one for me. I appreciate it. Great job. Yeah, short answer, you're doing great. That is a well-diversified portfolio of precious metals. I like that. 50, great. 50, 40, 10. That's actually about the right play because 10% platinum, Probably not a bad idea. It's the most risky of the three, so you have the least percentage in the three. Some would argue about the fifth, the gold to silver percentage you've got there, but I think that's about right. So 40% in gold, fantastic. I personally think you're doing a great job, and I think a bunch of other people would probably comment below if they wouldn't mind doing so. Let Canberra Stacker know, is that a good range, a good percentage range? I think that's really good. I think you'll get other people agreeing with that. Rod Panhard says on the China thing, I thought China had to introduce their own weight for gold bars. Oh, so many of the 400-ounce good delivery bars were were tungsten filled, so they melt them down and recast them. That could be the case. Excuse me one second. That could very well be the case, although I cannot confirm that rumor. I can neither confirm nor deny. Jason Ashworth says to Canberra Stacker, that is a great ratio. I probably only have 20% gold, 80% silver, and 1 platinum coin. I'm close to you, Jason, on that. I'm all silver. I'm a little bit of gold, which I'm actually looking at selling at the moment. And I'm 1 platinum coin, which I'm also looking at selling at the moment. By the way, if anyone would like to buy some platinum and anyone would like to buy a little bit of gold, what I will get you to do, you can just contact me directly if you want. Send me an email, gmstackers@gmail.com, gmstackers@gmail.com. Send me an email for whatever reason, whether you just want to send me a picture of your stack as a subscriber show and tell, and I'll show that on the show. Or if you have a question, you have a comment, you just want to send me some love, hey, I'll take that too. Or if you're interested in buying, I don't have it on me right now. I did put a picture up on Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum. I'm selling my Platinum Tiger, and I'm selling a little 1/10 ounce gold coin as well. So maybe hit me up and I'll send you some pictures, and maybe you want to buy from me. I'm selling some more silver too. Would anyone like to buy? Let me show you these very quickly. I haven't done show and tell for a while, so let's do that very quickly. Does anyone want to buy? We'll get to the gold, silver, and platinum analysis and Bitcoin analysis. Anyone want to buy any mother and baby 2-ounce silver coins right here? Do you want to buy these? Who wants to buy any of these? They are going for $120 each at the moment in Australian dollars. And you are welcome to purchase the bunch from me. I have 8 left out of the 10 that I've been selling. The 10 that I am selling. So you want to buy all 8, you'll get the tube too. So that is that. What did I do with it? Fall on the ground? Yeah, that's right. More comments. Jason Resner, great to see you again, mate. GM Legends, good to see you, big boy. G'day, Jason. Yes, so Canberra Stacker says, I struggle to keep buying gold at the same rate as silver. Yeah, keep finding more and more silver coins. I love it. Yeah, once you get down the silver road, it's very hard to get back. Morning, Jay and Jay. That's probably why my stack is so heavy with silver. Can't save enough to get a gold coin. Yeah, you save up a certain amount, and then you go, oh, I can get 20 silver coins with this. So you go, oh, but I want 1 ounce of gold, but I can get 30 silver coins. So true. Let's see. In the UK, we get, this is the problem. In the UK, we get hit for 20% VAT. It's like a goods and services tax on silver. So gold makes more sense as it's VAT free. By the way, Rod, I'm incredibly jealous of you. I'm so jealous of that you live in the UK in terms of being a gold investor. Why? Because Rod, who lives in the UK, and other people live in the UK, can buy Royal Mint gold products. So gold coins like the Royal Mint Britannias, and they're capital gains tax free. Crazy. Don't you wish you could imagine that, having capital gains free precious metals, and you buy gold in the UK, it's capital gains free, capital gains tax free. Please, it's so good. So good morning, Stacker says Silver Fox, great to see you. Pete Repeat says 149 subs to go. Silver giveaway. What are we talking about? Yes, I will be giving away some more silver. It's not necessarily that one there. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, so we're at 851 subscribers right now. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. What size is the gold you're selling to? It's 1/10 of an ounce. So it's a tiny little thing. It's I'm selling it for about 550 Australian dollars, which is about $100 less than what bullion dealers are asking for. So it's a special little carded thing. So it's $550. at the moment. If you head over to, I'll tell you what, here's what you do. Here's what you need to do. We'll go like that. No, we'll go like that. No, we'll go like this. Head over to Gold and Silver Stackers Australia Forum, people. Head over here. Go over to the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia Forum. This is where you want to, if you want to buy, swap, and sell gold and silver in Australia. It's for Australian-only people in Australia only. Do find the one that has 8.4 thousand members. There are many fakes out there because this one is just doing great guns. Many people try and scam and they create the same Facebook page but with the same header and everything. So it's the one with 8.4 thousand members, and you can find all my posts on there every single day. And one of my posts is there somewhere. If I do this and I go like that and I see my activity, and I just sold all those, all the maples. Here it is, right here. The 1998 Royal Canadian Mint 1/10 ounce Family of Eagles Privy Mark gold coin. Okay, $550 free shipping. That's me right there. That's it right there. It's a 1998 coin. It's in its thing now. The capsule itself is cracked, and the capsule comes apart as well. So you're buying it. You're not just buying it for the gold content. I mean, you're buying it for this. You can't see it right here, but it has a little privy mark of a family of eagles right there. So that's why it's 550, but not 645 like AppMex were wanting to try and sell it to you for. So you're getting a better deal with me. So if you want, hit me up with an email. And of course, while you're on the internet, go to Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. One of my brand partners, the only dealer in Australia that gives you free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. I'm not going to spruik it any more than that. That's really all you need to know. They're special for this week. Is if you want to sell back your 1 ounce silver coins, they're going to pay you not under spot like almost every other bullion dealer. Normally they pay spot price for all metal, but now they're paying spot plus $1 for your 1 ounce silver coins as well. That's their special this week. They have specials every week. Normally it's you buying from them, but they thought they'd do their you selling back to them for spot plus $1 for 1 ounce silver coins. And you get free shipping when you buy from them over certain amounts. It's just crazy. And of course, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Need I say any more? A wonderful unallocated gold program, which if it's not for you, because you're the only, I only like to hold the physical, send this to your friends and family, okay? This is the gateway drug to get them into the precious metals, all right? It's a phone app. You download it for Android or iPhone. You can use the desktop app as well. 100% gold backed by real one-to-one with physical gold. It's Australian-based, Australian-regulated company, all that good stuff. All I ask you to do is go to wealthstack.com, go down to the frequently asked questions page, all the way down here, and just have a read through, and you'll be really excited. Spot plus 1% to buy unallocated gold. Silver is coming, platinum is coming, a debit card is coming. Pay for goods and services in your precious metals. It's crazy. I highly recommend that you head over there. That was all the sponsorship stuff done. Let's see, some more comments, and then we'll get into live gold, silver, platinum analysis. Yes, so Rod Panhard says CGT. So again, gold, if you're just joining the channel, Rod, is from the UK. The UK, you can get, when you buy gold, the Royal Mint Britannia gold, it's capital gains free. But Rod's saying CGT for now. True, the government keeps moving the goalposts. They have recently lowered... Oh, have they? They've recently lowered the threshold for CGT. I'm expecting them to do away with it before long. Well, is there some kind of grandfathering in? That might be an idea. So if they're saying, well, any gold that you can prove, any gold that you've bought from X date onwards won't have the CGT anymore. But if you can prove that you did buy it then, so maybe now is a great time. If that could be, if you want to get CGT fee. I don't know. I don't live in your country. Nice cooks. Did I have cooks? Did I have cooks for sale? What cooks are we talking about? Let's see. Hey Joe. I would like to unload my. Hey Joe. I would like to unload my silver also and move to crypto. XRP 10 times. As you know, I am moving a portion of my precious metals into crypto to ride that wave at the moment. XRP looks like one of them. I was in XRP. I'm not in XRP in the moment. I'm looking to maybe get back in if it has a bit more of a dip. 10 times is actually quite possible. I did a video just last week where I did an XRP analysis as part of the live show. And yeah, 10 times it's really doable, particularly in this current crypto bull market. So I would agree with that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, of course, Jason. And what we're doing here is I'm getting into crypto more through my precious metals to just increase my precious metal stack later on down the track. So then I can then ride the wave of the capital rotation from the stock market into the new gold and silver bull era, which is coming. And that'll last, another 5-10 years. At least. GMS, says Mark Florida, cannot stay but want to wish the entire GMS family a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, or the Australian version thereof. Now, we don't have an Australian version of Thanksgiving. It's just Christmas. So we don't have that November thing. So Mark, but thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Is it this weekend? It must be for you. So good. Enjoy the football game. I hope your football team wins. And enjoy the turkey. I was lucky enough to spend a Thanksgiving in America when I lived in NYC. I lived in New York. I lived in Queens, technically, during Thanksgiving in 2004, in November 2004. And it was great. I was just, I was living with other school students, I was roommating with, other students from the school that I was going to. And it was just a great time. Thanksgiving, it was just really nice. Gerald Draper, late to the party, grabbing my root beer. I love root beer. Saw Lynette Zhang on earlier visiting Australia. Oh, really interesting. Good to know. Great. All right. Good. Let's do live gold, silver, platinum, maybe Bitcoin analysis too. Let's do all the live stuff right now. I may have time for a chart request. Maybe. So get your chart request in. If I have time, I will do it. Let's take a look at gold. Gold on the daily time frame, $2,632 US using the tradingview.com website. Gee, what do you know? Again, this stuff is so simple, okay? It's so simple. Support lines of support and resistance. Okay, it's pretty easy stuff, right? So yesterday I drew in this line again, which was coming down to the support. I said, watch out for finding support here at $2,605. We found support at $2,605. Anyone can do this stuff. It's not soothsayer stuff, right? It's pretty easy. But what we are at the moment is still below the mother of all trend lines. So we're just ranging at the moment between here and here. As I said, if you want to see gold rocket up from here, you need to get back above and hold as support the mother of all trend lines. What's the mother of all trend lines, you ask, to my new subscribers? It's the trend line that goes all the way back to 1980. There's 1980. There's the trend line, mother of all trend lines, through the peak of 2011. That created the trend line, and since then we've been butting heads against it. Since we came up to the mother of all trend lines and hit it, I said we're looking peaky. We're looking peaky from here. And so far we are back below the mother of all trend lines. Until we're back above there, I am still calling for a retrace, a further retrace in gold back down. That's just my humble non-financial advice opinion. Don't do anything I would do. Do your own research and all that jazz. And now my lighting is blown out, but that's okay. I'm only in the bottom left-hand corner. So that's what you need to see, okay? I am expecting the following. Could be wrong. I'm expecting this. Or no higher than this. That's what I'm expecting. I think on the daily time frame we head down. You see on the weekly time frame we are way moving down. I don't see that turning up from here. We need to spend a bit more time down in the normal area, on the normal range on the relative strength index on the weekly time frame for shizzle. Okay, that's just my humble opinion. Until we crack back above, really it's back above that final hurdle, which I've been calling it that $2,734 level. That's really the signal that would be further all-time highs coming really, really soon. We're not there at the moment. I do think we still see lower prices. Watch out for 2,500 to 2,450. If that does not hold, then the best buy zone comes into play. 2,250, anywhere down to 2,150, butting up against this uptrend line right here. Am I saying it's going all the way down to there? No, but I think lower prices are still an 80% chance at this stage, particularly seeing as though we had a breakout and a fake out. Okay, I think we're going down. Could be wrong, would be happy to be wrong. That is gold. Watch out for 2,735 to be broken. That would be really good news. And watch for 2,605 to be broken to the downside. That is, well, good news if you're wanting to load up in a cheaper price. Okay, but bad news if you've done all your buying and you just want to see it go up and up and up. This is a gift at the moment. As I've been saying, anywhere below your all-time high is a gift right now. You should be dollar cost averaging into your favorite precious metal. Gold and silver as well. Let's take a look at silver on this is the weekly time frame, USD $30.40 US cents. We're back below the $31 final hurdle. So just like gold, I am confident, 80% confident at this stage that lower prices are coming. If we crack below $29.80, if we close any week below there, again, spikes mean shit. Spikes don't mean anything. It's where we close at. Cool. Then 28 is at least coming. I would love a bounce at 28. It's a very solid support area. I would love to see that. That'd just be magnificent. But some people want it to do that and scare the ever-loving crap out of each other. And as you know, assets have a way of doing that. They always tend to put you in states of euphoria on the way up and complete depression on the way down. And this is where it really would scare some people out. If you did something like this, this is where it fakes you out all the time. So don't be afraid. You've got to have conviction. If it comes down to 26 and if it starts breaking 26, do not panic, okay? If it's on a 24-hour period, you're watching the chart and it's having this violent spike down to say $24.60, $24.70. After it breaks, if it was to break 26, there'd be a lot of people going, oh shit, we're done. That's it, man. I'm selling my paper contracts. I'm out of this game, right? We're back under 26. And then it hits this trend line right here. And then it goes, sucked in, and does something like that. Probably not that violently or that quickly, but it does that to people. It gets you on the way up. You're euphoric. Silver's at a $50, back in 2000. Oh, it's at $50. It's going, and double top. Okay. You get euphoric. It fakes you out. You get depressed, ultra depressed, and then again, it fakes you out. So just watch out for that. Cool. We just need to crack above 32.50 in order to say the party is continuing to the upward direction. That's silver. Let's take a look at platinum because, it's playing out. Platinum is most likely, and it has broken, and it is most likely heading down, as we talked about yesterday and the last few shows, to the best buy zone, 900 US dollars. I think is at least going to get tapped once again, and I think this time, if we head back down here, it's heading back in. It's going to head for the first time into the belly of the best buy zone. I have 2 points there. That's at 870 and 840. I won't pop it in. They're in there. I've just hid the things. 870 or 840. Watch out for bounces at either 870 or 840. They're previous levels. And you can see it right there, 870 and 840. Previous levels of support. But I think we're going into the belly of the best buy zone. Even though, and I say that, now this is how credible I am. I'm saying that lower prices are coming for platinum and I'm selling platinum at the same time. Okay? I'm not trying to pump up platinum to so you buy from me. Probably going down lower. But I am selling platinum. That's my platinum target. That's all you need to know. We need to hold. If you don't want to see the belly of the best buy zone, if you don't want to see the best buy zone hit, you would want to find support at right there at 920 US dollars. Okay, so you would want to see that happening and quickly back up into the normal range. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking great for platinum. We are at the apex, pretty much at the apex of a very large symmetrical triangle pattern. Goes back all the way to February of 2021, and we're getting right towards there. Could this be the decision? You never get to the apex. You never get to the very corner. So, and as I've been saying, somewhere between now-ish and about the end of the year, so now in December roughly, it will make its decision either way. Could this be the decision that's made and then we're just going to see a bit lower prices for a while. If I think I think that's true for gold, and I think that's true for silver, then I have to say that's true for platinum. So belly of the best buy zone is coming. Probably I'd give that a 80% chance at this stage as well. Get it? Got it. Good. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. We are adding it to the rotation at the moment because of the whole Bitcoin thing. The whole cycle is continuing, and beautiful. We're seeing a lovely retrace, and this is exactly what we want to see. Great retracing. We've hit the high of $99,500 roughly. Gee, what do you know? The psychological value of $100,000 has been a resistance point, as we all kind of knew that was going to be. Okay, it's very obvious. People front running 100K. Makes sense? Of course. This is just, in my humble opinion, a blip along the way. I don't think we're anywhere done with Bitcoin. I say of that, take all that with a grain of salt. I am not a financial advisor, but I am happy to be still moving some of my precious metals into crypto, and this is a great little opportunity for me to get some at a cheaper price. I sold some silver the other day. I sold some maples, and that is still waiting. That fiat dollar currency is still waiting to grab up some cheaper crypto, which is probably coming, and I would say no lower than, we may not get down here in Bitcoin, but no lower than about 74,000 US dollars. Probably not. In a bull run, in a massive bull run, you probably don't retrace these key levels. You probably come down to like halfway or something, and then all the buyers go, that'll do, because they want to scoop up the bargains before everyone else. So you could be looking around your sort of your 83, 84,000 kind of mark, around about your halfway point between the breakout and the top at the moment. So around about there-ish is probably the point it may, I don't know, but may find support there, and then onwards and upwards we go. So if you are looking at, for example, let's do a quick, that's really all Bitcoin, all you really need to know. We're probably going to come down a little bit further. Watch out for that sort of $84,000, $85,000 mark. And because someone mentioned XRP, I'll just quickly show XRP too. Currently above the downtrend line, so really positive. What happens a lot of the time, not every time, what happens a lot of the time after you break out of a key area, you come back to revisit it. So am I saying 100% that it's going to revisit here first? No, because we're in a big bull market, okay? So you don't necessarily always get those perfect re-entries. But breakout and support, I would say we'd be going no lower than about $1.12 US cents. That would be the lowest I would see the retrace in XRP go, because people would be saying, oh, breakout, retest, bang, they would be gobbling all that up. In my, again, non-financial advice opinion, the only problem is I would say that the thing that negates that would be that we are in, and I can hardly see this because of the light. It's killing me. There we go. That's better. The only thing I would say is because we are extremely overbought on the daily time frame already, although you can spend a lot of time there. Okay. Oh, that's on the weekly time frame. Okay, it's on the weekly. You can spend a lot of time in the weekly relative strength index being in the overbought territory, but have a look at the monthly. We're not even in extremely overvalued on the monthly. You see that very clear breakout. So it's looking positive for XRP. And as I did say last time, right here, yes, that is a 10% move in XRP is very doable. You know, $8 to $14 would be a major profit-taking area if the bull run plays out like it did last time in the previous cycles, where it's around about a year after the halving, a year and a half after the halving. So around about October, November, December, sort of Q3, Q4 of Q4, usually of the year that is following the halving, is where you see the cycle top. Could happen sooner, but yeah, 10 times is really doable. That's Bitcoin. I just randomly did XRP. Gold to silver ratio, I don't think we have a lot to say about that at the moment. It's just really in gold's favor at the moment. All right, gold to silver ratio, just quickly, just because I haven't done it for a while. It's very much in, it looks like it is in gold's favor at the moment. It's back above the neutral zone. This is the neutral zone, which says it's any metals game. And when you're above, anywhere above here and anywhere above this uptrend line, it's gold that's being favored versus silver. Okay, so at the moment, gold is the current winner versus silver. As I've said before, though, the higher you go, should you be buying gold versus silver? No, the higher you go out of the normal range, and we're not really out of the normal range just yet, but if you start creeping above 94, 95 on the gold to silver ratio, you start getting into the 100 plus 100 territory, that's when silver is the better play, because what inevitably happens is silver will snap back and you will have a downward movement. So as this is creeping up, maybe while you're just around the neutral zone, maybe gold is the better play because you think it will go higher, and then you swap it for silver and then ride the silver wave down. But gold is being favored at the moment. So that's all of it. That's all you need to know. Final comments, maybe a chart request if we have time. Let's see. Comments. Neil Hahn says, I get platinum at spot price, sorry. Good on you. Well done. Platinum, buy it all up. Good on you, man. How do you get platinum at spot price? Tell me, I want to know. Rod Panhard. Anyone notice XRP always pumps when it's banker's bonus due time? Did not put that correlation together, but very good to see. Let's see. That is correct. I haven't seen LAM for a while. I hope LAM is doing all right. Living Adam Man. Haven't been here for a little bit. Neil Hahn says, I'm a master beekeeper. Ooh. Developed a new, better hive box and system of care for bees. Good to know. You should put that on Kickstarter. Because there was a very famous new type of beehive that was a big buzz, pardon the pun, on Kickstarter, or one of those, GoFundMe, Kickstarter. It was Kickstarter. A number of years ago, it was a really cool looking hive, and it was like ethical and all that kind of stuff. So is it similar to that one? Yeah, okay. I don't have any chart requests, and I'm not going to wait around for a chart request. So I think that's pretty much it, people. Yeah, that's it. Keeping it short, sharp, and sweet here. We did not get to see, unfortunately, we did not get to witness my mascot come in here. I've been on Twitter today, having a lovely back and forth with a wonderful new person. Let me show you my Twitter account just quickly, because you really want to follow me on X, because it's fun and spicy. So as you know, as I've been telling you, I've had an X account or a Twitter account since 2009. I was just posting every now and then. I got really into it during the crypto runs, and I talked a lot about crypto. I still talk a lot about crypto over there. I have 2,610 followers. That's like 160 something more than I had like 2 weeks ago, because I am transitioning from a faceless account to personal. I was always going under a pseudonym. It was very easy to dox me. You could have done it in like 5-10 minutes, but I put my real name, my real photo and all that. So I'm in that transition period at the moment. And very interestingly, man, woman, everyone, when you go personal on X, when you go more of a personal branded, you see your follower count just go up and up, because it's just more credible, I guess. People think, you're a real person. You're showing you're a real person. You've got more skin in the game. So if any of you have an X account and that you're looking to build, okay, not just, if you want to remain anonymous and, shit post and whatever, go for it. But if you're looking to build on X, you've got to go personal. Pretty much, okay? All the big ones start going personal eventually, unless they're like real crypto based and they can get away with it. So head over to x.com/Joe in general. That's my current username. That will be changing eventually. And follow me on there, because you get a lot of hot political takes, spicy stuff. You can see, though, my wonderful interaction with some random troll. Here we go. Here, where's the troll? Here we go. This dude, we've been back and forth, and I figured that he was going to pop on my live stream, but we've got a lot of interesting things to say back and forth. The guy's a little mentally unstable, but that's okay. We love all human beings, don't we? Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Good Morning Stackers for Wednesday, the 27th of November, 2024. The very last thing we do, as you know, grab your tasty beverage and grab your boogie rhythm, because this has been
Good Morning Stack. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stackers.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronized slurp.
In
Now we're
3,
on the
2,
move.
1. Slurp it, people.
Good morning, Stackers.
Oh
Woo! Stay safe, stay informed, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Take it easy.